Hey, y'all, and welcome to day 3 of the Downwrite at Home Fest. Day 3, the final day. I'm Mark Rose, and joining me, my co host, Mr. Justin Warfield.
I'm still rocking to that intro beat. I was kind of long after it had passed. I was still grooving on the roads. It's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Day
How you?
three, dude. We did it.
Well, we're here. We haven't done it yet. We haven't done it yet.
We made it this far, though. We have a sick lineup today. Very excited.
Yes, we do. And what a fun couple days it's been. Looking forward to this evening. We're talking about Downwrite. We've got some amazing Downwrite artists who are talking to us and sharing some of their art with us. And for those of you who know what Downwrite is, thanks so much for being so supportive. For those of you who don't, Downwrite is a platform where you can connect with an artist directly to provide inspiration and a backing story, and you commission them directly for a custom song, which they record and deliver to you. And it's very special. Was that?
Yeah, it's an amazing way. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say I think I summarized it there just now.
I think, as somebody who kind of like helped birth the idea, you did pretty good. I would just add that as an artist, it's an amazing platform and a creator space to do all the things that you want. But as a fan, what amazing access to be able to reach out to people and have a custom one-on-one experience that's totally unique to you and that person that you're already connected to through the shows you've seen, through the records you've listened to, through the things you've incessantly streamed or the videos you've watched. It's like unparalleled access, but not just the access like, oh, I can DM you, I can talk to you, but you're making something for me. And I mean, it's as custom and as personal as really that intimate songwriter and artist and fan relationship can get. So it's an
Yeah.
amazing opportunity.
Yeah, well said. And let's get right to it, like music, the industry has shifted, the way people consume music has changed. We're in this digital era, right? Everybody's got, a lot of access to all music essentially from their phone and in their pocket. And, those services as a fan are kind of amazing because you get, to hear so many things that maybe you otherwise wouldn't. But from the artist lens, it's a little bit challenging, right? Because record sales have dropped, therefore royalties have dropped, and songwriters have kind of struggled their way through this. And Downwrite as a platform provides a space where they can get paid to do what they love doing, which is writing songs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we've got a wonderful, wonderful lineup this evening, and before we even dive into that, Justin, you performed last night and it was awesome.
Oh, thank you. It was
Yeah,
fun. It
it
was fun.
was.
It was good to be a part of it. Like I felt like it was a crazy. I mean, every day is special in its own way, but it was a really fun lineup to be a part of. It was just really cool.
Yeah, and everyone that is tuning in tonight, you can scroll down on our timeline and check out the performances from yesterday and the day before. So if you want to see Justin's performance, tune in to last night's stream. But I was blown away by it, man. It was really really cool to see you kind of in your space doing your thing and messing with the at home effects and whatnot. It was really cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, totally at home. Like that's the thing, right? Like this is every artist, like every fan has the place, whether it's like, their desk or whether it's their car where they consume music and like the same place that you're comfortable, whether it's in your bed listening to music, listening to the streams and the records that mean something and score your life. For us artists, we have the space where we make it. And so I was really excited to share this little space that I've been making music in for the last 2 years to be able to bring it to our friends and our viewers. So a little
Yeah.
peek behind the curtain.
Absolutely. And I need to mention before we bring in our first guest that Downright is giving away a $500 credit towards a custom song each night of the fest. And you can enter to win that quite simply by following us and then commenting right now with where you're tuning in from and use the hashtag Downright at Home Fest and we will be selecting someone after the show. And then you can support an artist either that you love or discover somebody new and get something special for yourself, for somebody you care about, whatever you want.
I can't wait to see who gets the commission. It's so exciting.
Agreed. Our first guest this evening is Lucas Carpenter, a very talented multi-instrumentalist and singer-songwriter, originally from Central PA, been living in Nashville for quite some time now. Lucas, welcome to Downwrite at Helm Fest. How are you?
Why, hello. I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Well, it's always nice to see your face, in person, or in this case, digitally in person.
Yes, I agree, Mark.
Yeah. I was fortunate enough to see you perform at Pilgrimage Festival back in September, which was really cool to see you up on that stage.
Yeah, it was. That was a pretty special weekend. Yeah, I mean, it was unbelievable to play with so many amazing artists on that festival. Maren Morris and the Black Keys, and one of my favorites ever, the Dave Matthews Band, headlined it, and that was pretty special. Yeah, so
Dave Matthews Band, never heard of them.
Yeah, yeah. They're going places. I think they're going places.
Yeah, and with the artist credentials, we got to have some primo viewing of some of these artists you're talking about.
Yes, we did. It was pretty wacky. It was pretty wacky being so up close and personal. It was like you were having a private show, but there was just this massive sea of tens of thousands of people behind you. It was very weird.
Totally. And, Lucas, I'm not going to lie, I'm excited that you get to meet Justin here because, Lucas, you are one of my favorite songwriters that I actually know personally. And, with working here at Downwrite with Justin, I've talked a lot about you, and you've done some great work through the platform, so I'm just happy that we're connecting here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to meet you via a screen.
Nice to meet you as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So over the years, you've done a handful of creative projects through the platform, and I'm interested to kind of know from your headspace what it's like to, create songs from a commissioning standpoint versus how you would normally go about writing songs.
Yeah, I mean, in a sense, it's easier with somebody else's story because they just kind of give you all of the information, and for me, it's like I'm very lyric heavy with my writing, my own writing, and I literally, like, I figure out a concept, and then I figure out a title, and then literally everything is based around the title and the hook, and then I map out literally the whole thing and like where I want the story to go and how I want it to work, and so some of it some of it's true to life, some of it's not so true to life, and you kind of have to figure out all this stuff. But when you're writing for somebody else, that they're literally like, here is the information, it's almost a little easier because normally I would go through like a bunch of free writing and figure out what I want the whole song to do, and I feel like they already did the free writing for me. You know what I mean? They already did. They're just like, here you go, and you're like kind of scroll through it, and you're like, okay, I'm going to take this, and this, and then kind of MacGyver it together. And it's fun and interesting to do that.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you just, maybe like a quick kind of high level backing story here, but you received one of the most interesting commissions that the platform has seen to date. Do you want to talk a little bit about the song that you wrote for the family that had their grandfather who was in the war?
Yeah, so I'm a history buff and have a pretty deep connection with World War II and that whole generation and everything, and which it was like extra special for me. With they were looking for somebody to write based on their grandfather's story of World War II and his experiences in the war, and I wrote this kind of, and what was wild about it is they literally had all these audio recordings of him talking about his whole story, and just without writing a song based around it, it was just fascinating to listen to, and like was really inspiring and emotional. Hearing this whole, I mean, it was quite a lengthy recording interview with this guy, and I listened to the whole thing, and and ended up making this like 6-minute long epic song. But there was actually like, again, finding the pieces of, what is going to be the hook, what is going to be the thing that kind of comes back to. And there was this like kind of beautiful running theme of with his story where he ended up getting captured by the Germans and ended up being in a hospital for quite a bit of the war, and it was but it was basically like his whole story, and his kind of theme was like the connection that he made with like his enemies and people that they didn't even speak the same language, but they actually found commonality, and kind of this idea that like if you set aside the war, if you set aside this great big huge horrific thing, individually it's just about individual people, and when individual people come together, they actually like they can find camaraderie and connection. And it was really heavy. It was a very heavy thing, and yeah, it was cool to be a part of that and write that song. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
That's
excited.
amazing.
Yeah, excited for you to get more commissions on the platform. Everybody, check out Lucas's profile if you're looking for something maybe this holiday season. Lucas is one of the best, so check him out.
Mark.
And Lucas, why don't you play some music for us?
Yeah, sure. All right. So this is a song that I didn't write for Downwrite, but it's one of mine, and it's on an EP that just came out over the pandemic. And it's a fall song. It's a little autumn song, so I hope you like it. It's called The Persimmon Tree, and you can stream it all over the place. You don't expect to find both in a backyard, tangled branches and a beautiful girl, yeah, standing out against the cool, crisp air. Plus, the autumn fruit kinda matches your hair. The persimmon tree, a little strange and a lot of sweet. The season changed, but still I feel the heat, the aftertaste of what I need. Guess you could say you're growing on me, you're growing on me, you're growing on me, yeah. You're growing on me, you're growing on me, yeah. Oh, like kids collecting books of leaves. Press tight, I capture your heartbeat. This is nature, yeah, this is chemistry, with a dash of divine color, truly unique. The persimmon tree, a little strange and a lot of sweet. The season changed, but still I feel the heat, the aftertaste of what I need. Guess you could say you're growing on me, you're growing on me, you're growing on me, yeah. You're growing on me, you're growing on me, yeah. You ask if I'm alright, yeah, I'm on the upswing. I feel a buzzing high. Man, what was in those things? The persimmon tree, a little strange and a lot of sweet. The season changed, but still I feel the heat, the aftertaste of what I need, what I need. Guess you could say you're growing on me, you're growing on me, you're growing on me, yeah. Guess you could say you're growing on me, you're growing on me, yeah. Guess you could say you're growing on me, you're growing on me, you're growing on me, yeah. You're growing on me, you're growing on me, yeah. You're growing on me, you're growing on me, yeah. You're growing on me. Yes. All right, I'm gonna play another one real quick to close out my little set here. And so this song I've never played for anyone other than the people that requested it on Downwrite. This was a Downwrite commission that a gal wanted a song for her daughter that was graduating and wanted like a theme for going into life and starting the next chapter of her life. And so I wrote this song. And it goes like this. They'll try to put you in the box, but that's not what you want, not what you want. 'Cause you've got other thoughts. You got to prove it to them, prove it to yourself. Got your eye on the prize and nothing else. 'Cause this world's gonna try to kick you down, push you down, but you're not gonna let it get you down, 'cause you're gonna kick this world in the face. 'Cause you can do anything, you can do anything. You're gonna kick this world in the face. 'Cause you can do anything, you can do anything. You're gonna have to put up quite a fight, but that's alright, that's alright, that's alright. 'Cause success won't happen overnight. You got to put in the hours, put in the days. Nothing good comes easy anyway. 'Cause this world's gonna try to kick you down, push you down, but you're not gonna let it get you down, 'cause you're gonna kick this world in the face. 'Cause you can do anything, you can do anything. Oh, you're gonna kick this world in the face. 'Cause you can do anything, you can do anything. 'Cause this world's gonna try to kick you down, push you down, but you're not gonna let it get you down, 'cause you're gonna kick this world in the face. 'Cause you can do anything, you can do anything. Oh, you're gonna kick this world in the face. 'Cause you can do anything, you can do anything. I say, you're gonna kick this world in the face. 'Cause you can do anything, you can do anything. 'Cause you can do anything, you can do anything. Yeah.
Lucas Carpenter, everybody. How about
That,
Lucas?
like, I'm going to make it my mission to get that song placed in a television show or a film soundtrack. Mark my words, Mark Rose.
Hey,
That
I
song
hear
is
you,
crazy.
and Lucas will be excited to hear that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, super talented. Something which I should mention about Lucas too is that when he performs, he's like a one-man looping show, but nothing is pre-recorded, and he's got all these fun instruments on stage, and it's kind of like mad scientist mode, which is really cool. So everybody check out Lucas, both on Downwrite and in general. Our next artist is also an actor. Justin, I would love if you told everybody a little bit about Omar Doom.
What can I say about this gentleman? I first became aware of him through the phenomenal, seminal motion picture Inglorious Bastards. And I was like, he had this face where I was like, I know him. Like, I swear I know him. It was like when you see somebody, it's like when you hear a song or you see someone's face and you're like, did I go to school with them? Like, do we know each other from someplace? Are you just the movie star? He was so striking. And then I saw him in person in a social situation in my hometown over here in Los Angeles. And I was like, this guy is so cool. And we were friends of friends. And then I realized that he was a musician, and I was like, I need to learn more about this. And I actually discovered that he was a musician through he's friends with the Lady Tigra, who was joining us last night as a guest. And so I was like lurking on his socials, and I saw Straight Razor, and I was like, what is this? And I was listening to this really amazing, like deep electronic music that like really like belied a knowledge of like really dope dark electronic music and dark wave and post punk and all this stuff from the 70s that I'm also influenced by. And so I hit him up and I was like, dude, your music is amazing and I want to work with you. So come over to Downwrite. And here we are.
And here we are. Let's welcome Omar Doom to the program.
Hey guys,
Omar, how you doing?
good. Thanks for having me. Nice intro.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks for being
that's a true
here.
story.
Yeah, yeah. We
Ex-
actually reconnected. Yeah.
Super
yeah,
cool.
yeah, we're very excited that you're on the platform and very blessed that you're joining us tonight. What have you been up to? What's been going on?
Actually, I just made a song for Downright. I don't know. Can people hear that when I make songs for it, or?
Kind of. There's a share link that the commissioner has access to that they can kind of share with friends and family and whatnot. But you also can share it out. So
Right.
I'll teach you how to do that.
Well, I just wrapped that up. It was I made kind of a housey kind of techno song, kind of upbeat. It was first. I did. I'm really happy that I was able to do this song because I did it for Stand Up to Cancer. I donated. I raised $2,000 for them so far with this song.
Nice.
And
Amazing.
you can you say I actually say the word stand up in it. So it
Right,
was
right on
fun
point.
to work on. It was I was told to make something uplifting, and at first I was like, whoa, I haven't done that. I
You're
haven't
like
done that
me?
yet.
Yeah.
So I mean, I kept having to like take certain things out. Like I would put in this like really scary synth or something. I'd be like, oh wait, no, we got to take that out. We got to take that out.
You just keep defaulting back to Doom is what you do.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm really happy that Justin hit me up for this because I was able to raise that money pretty fast, and I'm excited to do more with Downright in the future.
Yeah. Now we're excited for you to do that as well. So do you have like a home studio that you work out of, or do you go somewhere when you create, or what's your process like?
I usually do stuff at home, like with a laptop and like minimal synths, and then if I want to like really put the finishing touches, I go to like a friend's studio, make sure it sounds good on their speakers, maybe go to a different friend's studio, make sure it sounds good on their speakers, get some input from them. Usually before I finish a set of songs, I'll kind of share it with my community of people and get input from them. Sometimes they'll tell me which song. I'll show them like 10 songs. They'll be like, oh, this is the one. I'll
Yeah.
put that out because I can't make those kind of decisions. Um, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard, and it's nice to have that sort of community to bounce off of because especially when you're making music, in a laptop or in a digital audio workstation in a solitary sort of space, it's very insular. You can get inside your head, so sometimes you just have to like put it in front of your people and go, I don't know, like I think
Yeah,
this is good. Too long or which is the best cut or which is the single or which one
yeah,
doesn't make the record. And so it's cool. And also it shows a confidence in your willingness and ability and eagerness to do that because a lot of people are like, no, it's fine. And really,
yeah,
to me, like the real greats are the people who are like really open to that stuff. So that's cool, man.
yeah. I'm a control freak most of the time, but that's the one time where I actually give it up. I actually let people hear it and go through that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah. So like Justin mentioned in the introduction for you, you're also an actor and in this case a director as well. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're about to watch?
So I directed a music video for the song off an EP that I put out under the name Straight Razor. It wasn't my first release, but it was my first release with this label, Negative Game Productions. It's 5 songs. It's called Straight Razor Volume One, and one of the songs on there is called Iblis. And I directed a music video where it's starring myself on the beach, and you can. I'm curious to see if anyone catches some of the references I made in this video, and because there's some old film stuff in there, and it was a lot of fun to work on. Just
Awesome.
got a group of friends together that had a good crew, and just like hammered it out in like 2 days.
That's amazing. Yeah, everybody pay attention and maybe in the comments figure out or maybe make some posts about references you might be picking up. Um, Before we watch, Omar, where can people follow along with you?
If you go to any website / Omar Doom, you could probably find me. There's no one else that wanted that name. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much what you got to do.
Yeah, so Omar Doom on all the socials. Thank you for being a part of Downright. Thanks for being a part of the evening, and congratulations on your first request. That's super cool that you did that for a charity.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah,
Dude, thanks for joining us. It's awesome.
yeah.
Enjoy.
Take care. Omar Doom, everybody. How cool is that?
Very, very, very. I feel a little dumb. I mean, the secret is that we already watched it before because we could and we got to, but I don't know all the references, and I feel like I need to brush up on my Fellini and my Bergman. I feel like there's a heavy Bergman thing going on. Maybe Omar can confirm or deny.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, hop in the chat, Omar. Confirm or deny, please. It actually makes me just think how, independent filmmakers or folks who are doing advertising or podcast hosts can utilize Downwrite to get some original music to help them stand out and do something different, right? Have something original that no one else has. And I feel like Omar could crush it doing that for some folks.
100%. I mean, it's interesting because many people, I think, view Downright as, sharing their story as a fan and somebody who has a connection to the artist and saying, tell my story. But there's also a way in which somebody can just say, hey, I love what you do, and like surprise me, like blow my mind, make a song just for me, custom, like with just, sort of dealer's choice. And then there's also like, when you hear that, like that could be the score in like a thriller, in an action movie, in a suspense, in a horror. I mean, the song that Lucas played, I was like, that's just a no-brainer. I feel like that could just be like everyone's graduation song, not just the mom who commissioned it. And one of the coolest things, I think, that people may not know is, as a fan, if you are someone who commissions a song from an artist, a musician makes this piece of music for you, that can have an entire afterlife that may blow your mind and surpass your wildest dreams, where it could get, it could be the thing that's a great anniversary gift. It could be something that's your one custom, one of one, just for me item. But then it could also end up the anthem for a generation on a TV show or at a sporting event. And so as Downright grows, so does the opportunity for those artists to have those songs that reach so many people. And then also the fan will also have this incredible investment in it, both emotionally and financially, in a really cool way. So I would encourage
Totally.
people to find out more about the sort of the way that we're working, because it's totally, totally, totally unprecedented. And as a fan, like, it's just anything is possible when you push commission.
Yeah, well said. And I said it the other night, and I'll say it again now. I like to think of Downright essentially as a creator's workshop at this point, because anything can happen with the content that's created, right? And it may be that, hey, this song was very personalized for this very specific thing, but oh, that hook was really good. I'm going to repurpose that hook for an original recording I'm going to make, or a project that I have going. And you never know where inspiration comes from and what comes out of that inspiration. So, I'm just really excited for the direction that things are headed with Downright, and the opportunities that artists are going to get when their fans and supporters, support them in a different way, a very unique way, both financially, emotionally, and creatively.
Yeah, and just like, one last point, it's like so many people are still wrapping their head around what an NFT is. What does non-fungible mean? What is a token? Is it real? Is it an avatar? Is it something that I actually own? Is it not? And what I love is that people are attracted to the idea of the gamification of what an NFT is, but not everyone can dive in and understand that metaverse and, crypto and all of that. But there is something very tangible about, somebody says, I love Lucas, I love Omar, I want to commission them to make a song. And if they make a song for me, that could then flourish and become, the theme song of a hit show. And not only will that only have happened because I pushed a button and asked for something to be made, but then I could participate in that financially. So, yes, you're supporting an artist, but you're also doing something that you can have a selfish motive in as well, to where something is being made for you, and that you get to benefit from. So that's like total game changer. And it's
Totally.
understandable. It's not like you don't, it's no, it's not rocket science. You don't need somebody to like lay it all out for you. It's very simple.
Hmm. And just now, I wasn't sure if you said rocket science or rockin' science, but I think both of them apply. Rockin' science. We will trademark that.
Quickly trademark that, Mark.
Oh man, I'm so lame sometimes.
No,
But
no,
hey,
this
a
is
way a
good.
way to participate is to go to downwrite.com, browse the artists, listen to people's samples, and pick somebody out to support this year. Also, like I mentioned a little earlier in the program, we're giving away $500 towards a custom commission. So if you would like to be eligible for that, all you got to do is follow us and comment here on the live stream with where you're tuning in from, and hashtag Downright at Home Fest. it's time to bring in our next talented Downwrite artist. By way of Las Vegas, hey, Kat. We're missing your audio. Missing your audio, Kat. Can you hear us? Let's try this again. I'm going to bring you out and bring you back in. This is like when your Nintendo stops working.
Nintendo.
Well, what do you do when the Nintendo doesn't work? Turn it off? Turn it back on? I don't know.
Oh, right with everything else. It's restart.
Well, yeah, and you're supposed to like blow on that disc or whatever, so I'm not going to do that, but there we go. Let's try it again.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yellow. Hey, Kat, can you hear us?
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Hey.
We can hear you.
Hold on. My thing, I don't know what's going on here. Can y'all finally hear me?
Yes, we
can
can.
hear you.
I'm giving the thumbs up.
Oh my gosh. Can you hear me now? Okay, sorry. My stuff.
It
seems
wouldn't
like-
be a live stream unless something like this happened.
That's right. While we're trying to get Kat back, I would love to play y'all something because Kat was commissioned on Downwrite, and then the results and the debut of the song, the way it was revealed, was just so sweet, and it was captured. And oh wait, Kat is back. Let's see if she's here.
Sorry, I don't know what. I was totally fine backstage, and then I go live, and it's like, no, it's like.
No,
Of course.
there you are. It sounds good now. How are you doing?
Perfect. I love that for me. Hi, it's nice to see you again.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we were just talking about the Downwrite commission that you did recently that was then shared out and kind of had a bit of a viral moment on the internet.
Yeah, no, that was kind of fun. I had a lot of fun writing that one. B had a really nice story for me, and I just fell in love with it. I love girly love songs, so I was totally ready to do it.
Yeah, that's super sweet. You've done some requests on Downwrite, and what's that process like for you compared to when you're just writing songs for yourself?
Well, first of all, the pressure is on when someone else asks me to write a song. I lose. I'm like, okay. I find myself really not much of a difference with the writing, but I feel like I really want to make sure that the other person really likes what I've done for them more so, when it's just for yourself, you're like, okay, I like it. That's great. But I just want to make sure everyone's happy in the long run. So that process is a lot of really putting time into their story and really trying to bring it to life and do the best job I can. So I sit there with it and I literally vibe with their story for a hot minute until I can really picture it in my mind like a little movie. And then I put the words to it. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you been doing to keep yourself busy creatively or otherwise throughout, these strange times that we're in?
Well, for a lot of people that know me know, after I got hit by that truck last year, I wasn't able to play guitar as normally. So I've been making a lot of pop music, switching genres with my friend Curtis, and we put out just a single and a new music video, and then I've got 3 more singles along the way coming up in the next 3 months, and so I'm just redoing my image and my music and trying to figure out where I fit in now after my injuries. So
yeah, I don't want you to relive this trauma, but anytime you open with, well, everyone knows after I got hit by that truck last year.
Oh, okay. So a year ago, I'm from Wyoming. I was coming back to Vegas from Wyoming, and a semi truck cold clocked me on the highway on the interstate, and I was in a little Chevy Spark. Really lucky to be alive. My back's technically broken. Apparently, you can walk with a broken back, so that's good news for those who are wondering.
Oh my gosh.
But I know it's super psychotic that happened to me, but it's been kind of fun to reinvent myself from it and push myself and be like, oh, well, okay, so I was at ground zero and now I'm killing it. So I love that for me. So.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm just so happy you're okay. That is horrifying.
Dude, me too. And then, there's a lot. Oh, thank you,
And
Christina.
you just have the most amazing vibe and energy, and you're so funny. And I'm if I'm looking down, it's because I'm I need to follow you right now on Instagram. I'm totally obsessed with you right now.
So, Yeah, no, I really appreciate that. I try to be like happy go lucky and stuff. It's funny that it's cool to like meet you, Justin. I'm a big She Wants Revenge fan, so I was like, when Mark
Oh,
met
thanks.
fangirl
I'm
moment.
just
But
I'm just a big dork. Don't There's nothing to see
hey,
here.
same.
But now you have a new fan in me, so this is exciting.
My Pokemon wall behind me, big dorks unite. So like we're good. No, this is
So
cool.
yeah, so Kat, I'd love you to set up. We're gonna show the clip that was shared around the internet recently, but why don't you set it up a little bit for us?
Okay, so so I basically wrote a love song for a couple that commissioned me to write about them. They said that they're like me. They're like pop punk kids turned kind of country, even though I've always been the alternative. You know, it is what it is. But I really loved their story because they met, they fell in love. Like this girl basically manifested her husband, and I'm all into the woo woo stuff here. So I was like, that's awesome. We love that. Um, and I was just really stoked to write it because I was like, I felt really aligned with her. So I put this to words and like it just came out really naturally, and I really vibed with it. So I'm glad that she liked it as much as I did. So
Yeah, it's super cool, and I love how much it
yeah,
got shared and how much love the song got on the
I
internet. That
know
was really cool.
it's so wholesome. I loved it. I was just happy they were happy. So
Yeah. Speaking of Justin following you, where can folks follow along with you?
you can find me at Cat Calling on everything. TikTok and Instagram I'm mostly active on. Facebook too. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yeah,
So
Cat Calling with K's, right? Cat Calling.
I
yeah.
was just gonna say, I just discovered that the hard way. You haven't one new follower, and I realized that there's a KK. And also, totally
Yes,
stealing woo woo. Thank you.
you're welcome. Have that one. I did trademark rock science though, so you guys can't do
Oh, that
that. So
wasn't even mine. I just mumble mouthed it. That's all you. Make
Well,
sure
don't
it's. I don't
you
want even want to cut.
you can have rock science because I'm trademarking rockin' science, okay? It's
oh
different.
damn,
Rockin'. Cat
I messed
Calling,
up.
everybody. Thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you, and take care. And
Love
everyone, go
y'all.
check out Kat's profile and consider commissioning her. We'll see ya.
Bye.
Do you know that type of love? The kind you only see in your dreams. I found it on a Friday night, staring in your eyes. We were only 17. Tattooed your name on my brain, kept my heart on the line. Cause I knew one day I'd call you mine. Fast forward to cruise in the 95, headed out to Yellowstone. And baby, if I know one thing is true, it's perfect when I'm lying next to you. Every single day by your side feels like a holiday. And I know.
Cat Calling. It's a
It's
jam.
good. Yeah, I didn't realize that there was like also like a sort of pop punk to alt country pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew?
Yeah. What did she say? Y'all alternative? That's what she said.
Is that what she said?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe she can take rock and science and we can take the alternative. The alternative is really good. Like
It is
she's
good.
amazing.
I'm not giving up rock and science that easily, but yes, I think the trade is probably beneficial in the end.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Justin, it's been fun doing this live stream fest, co-hosting it with you, and I feel like Downwrite is like right on the edge of everybody knowing about it and why it's important for musicians. And one of the things that I think we could talk about real quick before we do our final guest for the festival is that commissioning a custom song. The concept, I suppose, commissioning a performer or an artist of any kind goes way back, right? Way back, long before the internet, long before any of these things. Somebody would say, "Hey, I would like you to create something," and often it was so the people could hear it, right? And I feel like right now in this modern landscape that we're in, that concept can come back and it can be more important than ever because like I touched on earlier, artists are really struggling. And it's not just because of the digital era, it's also because of a global pandemic. And it's also because of, a dozen other reasons that songwriters often and musicians often, kind of get pushed to the side when it comes to, compensation. And I hope that Downwrite can be a tool for artists of all types, no matter where they are in their career arc, what kind of musician they are, whether they're an up-and-comer, an established legacy act, somebody that's right in the thick of everything popping off for them. There's a place for them at Downwrite where they can do something special and can be compensated fairly for their time and their effort, and then what can come from those things can just be through the roof and exciting.
I mean, you completely nailed it. I mean, look, like from virtually unknown coffee house singer songwriters to multi platinum artists, the people that are becoming a part of this roster, this non-exclusive roster in a real creator economy place for musicians to make money and support themselves or support a charity that they believe in, whatever that version is, the way Omar did, right? Like, there is a way for artists to utilize it in a very, very new music economy way that will allow their songs to have that they're created on our platform to have afterlives, and the artists can do whatever they want with those songs. But the other side of it is that it's an incredible opportunity for the fan. So it's not just, I mean, yes, you can support the artist that you love just as you would by going to their show or buying merchandise or, through a subscription. But what you're also really doing selfishly is you're getting something insane in return, where like everybody loves the idea, whether you're like in streetwear and you want like a very rare like run of like a specific shoe, or whether you want, people I know go out and buy oil paintings or hand drawings from artists that they love. Ultimately, like whether you're talking about the art world, when there's scarcity, when there's a limited amount of something, it has value. And so what an incredible opportunity to have a one of one. This doesn't exist anywhere in the world. When people buy a print of a painting, they get one of 1,000. They get number 222 and they're stoked. But what about a one of one song from an artist that you are then participating in not only the creation, but financially profiting in the afterlife of that? To me, it's like on a selfish level, if I'm going to commission somebody, I want to support the artist. And I'm also like, look what I got out of this. A song was written about me. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
It is amazing. And I think, the key here is awareness, right? And that's what we're trying to do. Part of the reason we're putting on the At Home Fest is to showcase some of the talent, but also to reach folks. And hopefully, people who are tuning into this are feeling inspired and motivated to, support art and tell their story. And also you can help out by simply telling a few people about it, whether it's, sharing something on Facebook or just texting them a link and saying, check this out. And that could be both the potential commissioners, people that love music that might want to commission some original music for themselves or for an occasion or for a commercial project, but also artists. If you know a talented artist that you think would benefit from what we're doing here, who's got something to share, then send them the link so we can get them going here and we can showcase them at the next At Home Fest.
I was just gonna say, if you know an artist, that's great. Or if you're watching this and you're just a music listener and a fan and a passionate person, just like DM us or just go in the comments on our Facebook, on our Instagram, and just tag us and just say who you'd like to see on the platform. It could be someone or it can be your favorite artist. Just there should be no bounds to this. There's no limit. Like anyone can possibly be a Downwrite artist. And so I personally know the people who do the outreach. So I think that I could say that if you have some good ideas, shoot them our way. Tag me, tag Mark, tag Downwrite, because we're looking to expand that roster. And it's a place, I always say it's a place for everyone. It's not one size fits all. And so what can it be for each artist or for each commissioner? Mm-hmm. So
mm-hmm. And if you're a fan of an artist, that you think needs to be here, whether they're a super well-known artist or not, consider tagging them and saying, hey, check out Downwrite, or I would love to see you on Downwrite, or hey, if you got on Downwrite, I'd be your first commissioner. I think sometimes artists need kind of to feel that confidence, or that they're going to put themselves out there, that people want to be a part of it and want to support them. And artists can be self-conscious, I get it, but once you kind of do your first commission, I think it changes everything, and you have a new mindset on what you're capable of doing for other people.
For sure. I mean, my perception of what it could be as a songwriter has changed over the last 3 days through talking to all of the songwriters who are downright artists. And
Hmm.
now I'm excited and looking forward to do my first one, because everything I've learned from Nathan, from Jonah, from everyone, it's incredible. Like,
Yeah,
I now have more insight into the process. So it's been really fun. And
totally.
you're a great co-host.
Oh,
You've done this
thank you.
before. This is my first time.
Yeah, well, you did great. You did great. And yeah, I look forward to more at home fests. And yeah, I appreciate you very much, and appreciate everybody who's been tuning in and sharing the love. One more plug for the $500 giveaway, because you need to support an artist that you love, and we want to give you some money to do that. So just comment with where you're tuning in from. Use the hashtag downright at home fest, and we'll be selecting somebody when the show is over and crediting them so they can get a custom commission. So without any further ado, we are going to transition into the final segment. And the artist that we're going to bring in is Chris Cresswell. Chris is known as the vocalist and frontman for the Flatliners, also playing guitar in Hot Water Music. And Chris actually was planning to join us to do a little interview, and it actually, the set times for the show he's at got moved around a little bit, and he's literally on stage right now. So we're not going to get to talk to him, unfortunately. But I just want to say that Chris has been such a rock star on the platform and has done so many great commissions for folks. And he really has been a blessing for us, because he helps spread the word. He does great work. His fans are stoked. They get it. They understand. And he keeps coming and going with limited offerings, maybe a month here, a month there, to say, hey, I'm open for this many commissions. Come get them. And people do. And it's really cool to see him getting that love and support, and then also him turning around and taking folks' stories and doing something special with it. So we love Chris.
Absolutely.
We love Chris Cresswell. And yeah, this next clip is from him. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm Mark Rose. This is Justin Warfield. And we'll see you next time. Enjoy. Take care.
Hey everybody, my name is Chris Cresswell. I'm very happy to be here as a part of Downwrite Fest this evening. Thank you for tuning in. My time over the last several years working with the great folks at Downwrite has been incredible. Getting to meet fans of mine and create something brand new and unique to their experience and their voice has been nothing short of a dream. It's really what every songwriter hopes for, I think. And it's been a really interesting ride. It's given me a lot of perspective as to how to continue to write music and how to approach the thing that makes me feel the most like me, which is writing songs. And it got me thinking. A few years ago, I had this song that I was kicking around near the end of 2019, and I really fell in love with it. And typically, what can happen when writing music, especially with a band, or if you're on a schedule with touring and all this stuff, is that you work on this stuff and then you sit and you sit on it and you wait for a while to release it. And it's usually the name of the game. And with this particular song, I just wanted to kind of get it out there, at least out of my system, and record it. And so I called up my friend with a studio in Toronto, and in the early 2020 we laid it down in a day, and it's just a stripped down song that I wanted it to remain that way. And after we finished it, I thought, I don't want to wait anymore to put this out. So a few weeks later, it was out, and it felt great to have that kind of immediacy with it, that urgency with it. And it's something I've learned from these Downwrite songs I've been able to write for a lot of lovely folks over the years, is that if there's something you want to say, then let's say it now. you know? So this song's a couple years old, but this song is called Feel. As I shuffle towards the door, I forget what I'm reaching for, just why my grip's falling on the cold hard aluminum. 'Cause time is a traitor, you see, it just keeps turning on me. I'm a little late learning to say sorry if I ever made you feel some way. I could tell you how things were before, completely, absolutely more. But the tread of the tire runs deep, from the tip of my tongue to my feet. Even when my voice only shakes, there's a flickering light that relates. So I'm a little late learning to say sorry if I ever made you feel some way. I've been digging my tunnel too deep. As it turns out, it's my enemy. I've no plans for an elaborate escape. I think I'll just disappear one day. So if effort's a choice we all make, but the context we choose to convey is all tangled in negative space. I hope I never made you ever really feel some way. Thanks, everybody. Was that okay? Was that right?